Okay, so it's the next day, and I came out, I pulled those regular grade 5 bolts, grade 5 bolts out of here. Had my son go get me some grade 8s. I kind of ground the end thread down just so it won't mushroom, hopefully. But what I noticed was I had these things cranked yesterday. And when I was doing it, kind of off camera, back and forth, I noticed when I had these cranked down real hard and I went to go loosen them, it was almost as hard to loosen them. That's what got me worried and wanted me to get grade 8 bolts. But today, this morning when I came back and went to go loosen the ones I super cranked on yesterday, they were not cranked. They were tight, but I was able to get them with one hand without maximum effort. So I'm having my son kind of film what he can of this. So I just kind of ran these in by hand, a couple threads, just to make sure what I ground was going to be okay. So I'm going to run these in, at least until they're snug by hand. And then we're going to start cranking on them. Hopefully the looby-dooby got in there. I did find the model number on the back of this thing. It's a CR pump. And I found the literature on it as far as parts diagram and the kind of refreshing or rebuilding assembly procedure, all that. So I'm doing everything the right way. But I think what it's really fighting, other than the rust and shit that's in there, is going to be, there's fucking things in my way, is an O-ring. There's an O-ring seal on the OD of this piece here. Is that in camera? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And there's an O-ring on the OD of this outer cover. And another thing I'm noticing right off the bat, looking in here, according to the manual, there's supposed to be a cotter key through this lock nut, and I'm not seeing one. So maybe that's why it's tight. It might be just like our other pump that I had kind of reworked. It was seized. The impeller was seized. The shaft turned, and it tried to walk it off, and eventually sheared it. It looks like this one still has threads. So I hope that's not the case. I think I'm going to, it's a little torqued here. Actually, it's not. Is that moving? Do you see a gap opening up right here? Toward the bottom?
I'm looking.
Nothing?
Not that I can tell.
Okay, I just didn't have it super tight yet. I'm going to engage safety splines. Okay, this one's not super tight yet either. Ooh. Oh yeah. Yeah, this gap's opening up over here. First I saw a little bit of bubble. Here's that looby-dooby. Is there some looby-dooby out there? Sitting on the ground, maybe?
I just saw it a second ago. You were using it.
Yeah, so go ahead and look for that out there. Shit, get it on camera. Here's, find it. Quit looking at me. Look at the looby. It's gonna be around here somewhere.
What did you do with it?
Look in the back of the Gator. I had 2 cans. There we go.
There's one of the cans.
There we go. Yeah, I had to dip into both of them yesterday because I set one down. Didn't realize where I put it. Or didn't remember.
Okay. That zoomed all the fucking way in.
Yeah, you can zoom way back.
No, I didn't even try to do it. Just did it on its own.
Okay. We've got pretty good tension on everything now. And oh shit, there's a good gap on the top now. Okay. Actually, we're making a lot of progress here. Oh, you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that could be a bad sound, but I think it's Something's happening. Let's give it a little tap tap. This piece actually isn't cast, I don't think. I think this is actually steel. It's not, at least this cover piece of it is machined steel. Just kind of tapping around the cover. The fucking framing hammer. Got a bunch of the ball peen hammers at my house because needing a hammer with some crown on it to do some sheet metal work on the Dodge. Okay. I don't want to give it the beans with the impact yet. I think I could still get a little bit more torque by hand out of it. Oh yeah. I don't like having my hand in here, but I think slow constant pressure might be better than impact at this point. See a gap opening? Are you looking?
I'm looking through the
Come
camera.
on. Tell me if you see like deflection or nothing.
You turned it once. I didn't see anything yet.
Well, I mean, once on this should do something at the point it's at. How much stress is on it?
All of it.
Oh yeah. You know what?
There's no
I
movement.
know you're not in here in the shit, but humor me and put those on. Clean them up if you need to. I mean, if this fucking thing explodes, we're both in the danger zone. Now, I do have a good gap at the top, like
There isn't that gap on the bottom though.
noticeably a decent gap at the top. On my side on the bottom, there's a decent gap.
I can't fucking tell. Glasses on now.
In here? Yeah. It's squirting up in my bolt holes. Squirt at my bolt hole, baby.
I don't know what the gap was before, so I don't know.
There was none.
Oh, then yeah, you got a gap.
I mean, there was the tiniest bit. Like, you couldn't slip paper in it.
You can almost fit the straw on it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We got a decent gap now. I kind of want to give it light beans. And Milwaukee's got light beans on setting 1. Ooh, it moved. It turned a little bit. Did it move? You see a gap open?
Yeah,
Huh?
it's moving.
It's moving. This one I need an extension for, and I thought I had an extension among other things. Here we go. I kind of want to put like this over it. Gives me a false sense of security in case this thing fucking snaps and sends shrapnel. At least then it's a soft punch in the mouth before it takes your face off. Oh man, I don't like this. I'm nervous, Nancy. You know why I'm nervous? Because this has happened to me before.
So good, you know what it feels like.
I can explain it in detail. Is it moving more? Yeah, I think so. I'm watching the socket, a little mark on it. It's not really moving now.
You done pissed it off.
Ooh, but she's... I don't know if it's deflecting or not. Like, I don't want to bend it. It's... like I said in the last video, like we should have another one here and another one up here for better. So right now it's like taking 2 jaw pullers and trying to pull it. It'll snap the ear.
Why didn't you ask me to get 2 more?
No, there's not.
Oh.
I said there's only so many of these intentional holes for doing this. It'd be nice once it's off. I might actually drill it and thread it for a couple more. Wouldn't hurt it. I can't see on that side. What is will this straw fit physically in this gap?
The bottom, no, towards the middle, maybe.
Like up here?
Yeah.
Really? Okay, so the top is actually coming off good. The bottom's kind of pissy. Let's give the bottom a couple whacks.
Like the top is noticeably have a bigger gap than the bottom.
Okay, so we need to spread the bottom more. We'll spread that bottom. Yeah, that's moving quite a bit. The socket, it's turning quite a bit. Is it opening up? Is it about even now? Or
no.
Still more to go?
Yeah.
About even? Closer?
Yeah, it's definitely closer. You might be able to get a straw in now.
That's it? Fuck! Alright, let's see. Some more loot. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I could definitely get the straw in now. For y'all, we need a sponsorship. Somebody's got to see this video that's got some kind of pull. I was forced to use WD-40 on my truck, my 50 Dodge, and I mean WD-40 is lucky. That truck's in way better shape than I thought it was gonna be. I could have spit on it and got shit loose on it.
Yeah, the bottom still has a little bit to go.
Yeah, I got my Dodge all tore apart. And I give WD-40 no credit. Okay, so the bottom's got to go more on my side too, it looks like. But I think at this point I could get my chisel in there and tap-a-roo around it just to help shock it, maybe help spread the gap or take some of the pressure off. These, as I call them, ears that are left by the bolt pattern. When you're able to put pressure. Yeah, there's not really any good room for tapping. See, in here, I really don't have any room to swing this goddamn thing. What up here? No? Yeah, but I don't need it so much up here. Get down here. Try not to start up. Oh. That's a nice feeling that gave me, that it helped. I know it didn't. Here we go. I'm gonna keep it on setting 1 until it stops turning it before I give it the setting 2. I'm just worried about impact on this. It's turning it. Okay, stop turning. Ooh, I felt the housing move a little. Okay.
Video stopped for some reason, but I hit play again.
All right, doesn't matter.
I could only stop for a second.
That's good. Nothing happened in the off time. not moving. And this is where you're gonna be in the danger zone. I'd like to move that fucking thing out of the way. Turned it a little. It's getting easier to turn. Is it opening noticeably? The gap?
Yeah.
Nice. Nice! Oh. Man, this side over here, it's not the most cooperative. And that one's not moving. I bet if I took the extension off, it'd hit a little bit harder. I only need the extension for this top one. And really, if I loosened and swiveled this pipe, I wouldn't even need it, which would probably be better. I need this one with nothing, because I think I need to open this gap a little more. Gotta see my socket rotate. Oh yeah. Yeah, I can feel the housing move under my hand. I hope it's not just deflecting, ready to snap. Yeah, noticeably larger gap at the top than the bottom. Shit! At least on my side. Is it still like that on your side?
Absolutely.
Should I loosen up the top and then send the bottom? Because right now there's tension this way, so pulling the bottom is putting inward pressure on the top and the bolt holes. You know what though? It's just rocking there. It should. Although it might be better on the seal, which we're replacing anyway. But the okay, loosen them a little, and then we'll send this one. Opening? I can feel it moving. It feels like.
I think so.
Yeah.
It's not moving no more.
Yeah. What's my battery at? 3? Shit. I don't think I should turn it up to 2 yet. Lube can't hurt. See, I still can't get the straw in on the bottom on my side. Does it fit on your side? Does it look like it would fit?
I don't think so yet, no.
Does it fit at the top now that I took the bolt out? Not really.
Actually, hold on. Move the straw. That gap's about even all the way around now.
Yeah.
The top might be the slightest bit more open, but... Oh, because you let tension off.
Okay, now that one stopped moving. I got a nice real gap there now. Let's hit the bottom some more. Okay, the bottom's not moving. It's not turning, not doing shit. Let's try this one. She turning.
Yep.
Is it opening?
Yeah.
Okay,
Not moving.
It stopped. Stopped turning.
It opened a little bit though.
Let's work this side some more. Oh, there it went.
Yep.
feel like I should hit the top now, especially since I loosened it. This one's still not moving. Let me try the top. Ah, shit. Okay, that's a bad angle, but it's gonna have to work. Oh, yeah.
You're walking it out.
Is it moving?
You're walking the bit out.
Is it moving?
Yes, it is.
Not so much. Okay, let me go back to this one over here. Oh, it shouldn't take that long. Takes you all day to do this. Sure does. Oh, it's a big old gap at the top. You see the gap at the top?
Yeah.
What about the bottom? Did it look like that?
No. Like the gap on the bottom is fucking tiny again.
See what I mean?
The very bottom, I don't know if you can get paper in there.
See what I mean? It's doing that. Ah, shit. Buff that bolt up. That'll be it. Oh. Okay. So now, see, it's not wanting to hit at all like that. Damn it, Woody. Come on. Come on, sweetheart. Let's go. Nothing.
No budge.
Oh, come on. Everything in the fucking way. Damn it. This is just the most comfortable I've been in weeks. That's moving.
Yep. Quite a bit.
That feels like it's just walking out now. Now what about this side? Is she gonna... This one's not even getting a participation award. This one's fucking pissy. Alright. Let's get it! Get up! What does that gap look like? We got a huge gap up top again. Little bitty gap at the bottom. And a little bitty gap over here. The top's loose. Like I almost want to loosen the top all the way and just send the bottom in all the way. I need to let's do it. Okay, that's all. Now
There's still a big ass gap up top.
This should walk like a bastard. Walk! Let me try to loosen this one. And then, come on. Oh, she won't even loosen now. Oh, that ain't good. Bolt looks okay. But what does it actually look like? Ooh, the end's getting a little angry. I'll get some looby dooby on it. And more of it will go to pressing rather than friction. Should probably do that to all these bolts again. Gets there and stops. Is it a good gap? Tiny little gap. Nothing like the top. So why is the top pissy? Let's take that one out. Let's take back this one out. Or no, let's try to. That's moving a lot. So that should help move this bottom one. Come on.
I think. Is it moving at all?
It's turning. Is it opening?
I can't tell.
I know the battery on this is pissed off. I don't know what's happening. These bolts are still loose. Oh, that one's a little tight. Maybe they're getting hung up on these bolts that I put in. Those are all right. So, why is it being? Why it gotta be like that? Heina. Be like that. Smash the top in a little bit. This thing has an O-ring sealed and it's gonna be tight tolerance, so it's not gonna want to come out crooked. And it won't want to fix itself if it gets too bad. So maybe that right there helped. Is it a more even gap now? Tell me what needs to happen.
The
Top
bottom's
in,
still
bottom out.
the bottom needs to come out and the top needs to go in.
Like,
The bottom, I think, came out a tiny bit.
I mean, is it twice the gap on top? I mean, talk to me, Goose.
Probably.
Fuck!
Maybe not quite that much, but it's up there.
3/5. 4/7. 4/7. All right, let's try this. Come on, baby. I'm gonna send it to 2. Did it move? So the camera is one thing, but I need you to keep an eye on what's happening up here, okay? Because I can't see that side. Put your glasses down. Clean them if you need to. That sounded like something happened. Okay, so is that camera more facing on me or the job?
Both.
Okay, well, so don't pay attention to the gap. Tell me what's happening.
Nothing. Nothing.
Why is this piece of shit only thugging and not this battery hot or something? Nothing? Alright, well something's happening because the bolt was turning. Even grade 8's getting pissy in there. Well, I don't know what to do. See the bolt. I'll focus in on it. I was kind of rolling the thread at the last couple. It's not good. don't really like the impact. I don't want that to continue. And this one was always a little sassy going in. Just because I didn't sort the bottom where any leak was rusting on it. I mean, the top was moving. Shoot. It needs to come out even, but that bottom is... You know what we also might... Yeah, I think the rust on the bottom is not wanting it to come forward also. Let me try some other action here. Let me see if continued torque will kind of move it. What I need is a longer bar. I need a cheater bar for this.
You want the breaker bar?
Do you know where it is?
I can find it.
All right, pause the video or stop it. Okay, so while my son was off fiddle fucking around looking for a breaker bar, I came over and just tightened this other one by hand, and it opened up the gap a lot. Now I went back to this bottom one that the impact was not touching, and I mean, I was able to move that by hand. So now that one's tight. This one's not so tight. She's opening up a lot. Like a lot. See the top. Oh yeah. That one's not even touching the wall anymore.
You got a big ass gap on top now.
Yeah, is it? So now we come over to this guy.
It's moving quite a bit with each turn.
Yeah, and I'm not putting, I got 3 fingers on it. I mean, I really can't grip it, that's what I mean. So, once again, free all. What do we learn? WD-40 ain't shit. This bottom one, come on, free all, get up in there. Yeah, now we got quite a bit of this inner shoulder showing that we can soak. And then what we're gonna do is loosen up the top again. So there's not so much actual pressure on it, it's just sitting there. So then when we tighten the bottom, hopefully it moves. No pressure on that one. Come on, sweetheart. Let's, even backing up, I think the threads in this one are pissed. I'm gonna take this all the way out. Again, I might swap it with this bolt over here. So then the fucked up threads on this bolt will fuck the threads up in this bore. That's smart, huh? Oh yeah, she's pissy all the way out. Yeah, they're really rolling. Hopefully it's just in this bolt and not in the bore. We'll see, because this one comes out beautifully.
That's fine.
If it goes into this slot beautifully, then hopefully the threads in this, yeah. So hopefully the threads in this are okay. I believe it is stainless steel underneath all this paint. I mean, smacking it with a framing hammer, it chips the paint, but it didn't even mark the collar. Is it moving at all? It is?
I think. I might be wrong.
Does this thing slapping? I mean, is it moving?
No.
No. No. Something's happening.
It's moving now, I see it.
Oh, yeah.
Quite a bit with each turn.
Is it even with the gap? Or
Nah.
gap even?
Keep going. Gap's even.
Hmm?
Gap's even.
All right, now I'm gonna take one of the original bolts that was in here, one of the non-grade 8s, because I don't want to run that fucked up bolt in there. Actually, look at that. Same thread, same bolt it was used for the mount, and it's grade 8. So this will work. It's actually longer, but that don't matter. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit of extra stank in this one, just because it's been
you put them glasses on.
Not yet. There's no pressure on it. I mean, I'm moving that really easy.
Yeah, it's coming with each get.
I can turn it like this. There's no pressure. Nothing's gonna fucking pop and break. Yeah, this is. I could probably use a pry bar and pull it out now. But now I'm at the end of my captured bolts. Pretty close to. A couple of them are getting snug. I really don't want this thing to fall off of here, but I don't know how much farther it needs to go before it does. Know what I mean? Okay. Looks like I've got a massive gap on this side.
You got one on this side too.
I could fit more than this wrench in. No? Not quite?
Let me see the wrench.
Let me see the wrench, he says. Is this bolt? No, it's not tight yet. Let's just take the washer out, get a little more room, put a couple threads in. It's moving, right?
Quite a bit.
Yeah, there's no pressure on it. It's gonna fall out at any minute. Although I don't see the O-ring in it. Or maybe I do and it's just disintegrated. Looks like the rest of the rust on this thing. No, I think I just got to the taper in it, so she's gonna come out.
The top fell out. Swatched it. You're leaking water.
Good. So now it's off. And this is held by the couple little capture bolts I put in it. I imagine it weighs a lot. The thing's got to weigh at least 50 pounds. I'm guessing. It's a guess. Let's see. I'm going to find out. I'm going to way over exaggerate it.
You're like 5 pounds.
Yeah. But it's like a cold, you know, a man cold. Well, that was exciting. All the credit to for y'all. I don't think it would have went that smooth without it. Oh, that's still a little snug.
Watch the bottom, the top pop out at the bottom, but.
Let's see. Are these bolts in longer than this one? Not at all. Perfect. They're all kinds of crooked. They don't even want to go in. Let's see. Still moving out or not?
No.
Huh?
Yeah. That came out quite a bit.
Oh yeah, she's loose as a goose. Okay. Ow. Okay. Now I've got to somehow. Ow. carefully get this thing up out of here. Let's give it just a little cushion on its way down. So I'm gonna take out this one first. And then that one's gonna be iffy to get to. Dad noises. Okay, once I pull this one, it's gonna want to fall out.
There's one on the bottom.
What, the black ones? Or just those gold ones?
Just that gold one.
Yeah, those are pressing it off. Those aren't holding it on.
Yeah.
Yeah, those could stay. Those ain't hurting nothing. We're holding it. What in the sweet? Oh, I forgot. I put this one in as a capture. Okay. Come on, sweetheart. Okay. Oh, yeah. She not as heavy as I thought. I'm just. Wait. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. She's heavy. Oh. Okay, so let me see that camera. I don't know how well it'll pick it up, but that's all the trash locking up the impeller. So I'm gonna dig it out best I can, squirt some looby dooby in there, see if we can't get her to spin. Wearing on this doesn't look too bad, actually. I think it's just like this from sitting. There's the O-ring. All right, so grab that. Oh my lord. Yeah, that's what's holding it. 100%. Oh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's that clearance. Until it's not like casting flash I'm knocking off, because I'm just doing it with this little cheap, very cheap China blade piece of multi-tool junk. There's so much built. Oh, looky here. Missed bulges. So that's a sediment, rust, iron particles that sat in one spot together long enough that they rusted into each other. Particle of rust expands 10 times its original thickness, is what I've been told, learned, whatever you want to call it, educated at. Oh yeah, see, all that can come off. Go ahead and wire wheel that surface. That's not where I don't believe. Yeah, so the O-ring actually seals in this inner lip that's still pretty nice. Just behind all this rust and shit that I'm digging out of here. But here in a second, so take the camera lid, back on the back side of this pump, you'll see that shaft that connects to the back of this pump. And then you'll see the U-joint, a big knuckle looking piece. See the U-joint?
There's two knuckle looking pieces.
Yeah, that come together.
Yeah.
So that's a U-joint. So just here in a second, I'm gonna have you fucking grab that by hand and see if you can turn it. Because before I had a pry bar in there, just to see if I could get it for you like that. But that was no go. Oh my lord. So I still think the bottom of this housing is going to have trash in it, but I think this is what was locking it from turning. Because this is grooved in between the face of this housing and that impeller. So it was physically trying to push it back into that bearing housing. And maybe that's why that bearing housing was leaking. It physically threw and pushed it. Okay, so gotta clean this up a little. Oh, there's still trash at the bottom of it though. I can feel it. Oh, not bad. See, there's actually, I thought it was gonna be built up solid at the bottom. It's not. Still a little bit more here. But let me see that. Okay, so now we got our clearance back. So the inside of this housing sits flush up against here. This is actually the seal surface for that O-ring. So it was sitting in between like a little triangle shape, and it grew out and locked it up. So I don't think it needs this at all. But just in case, go see if you can turn that knuckle by hand.
Certain direction?
Doesn't matter, but just make sure if it does turn, you don't get your fingers caught in it. There's a lot of weight to it. If it does turn, it might take you with it. Oh!
Oh!
Oh, looky there!
I'm doing that with one hand.
Looky there! Mr. Fold. Stop right there. Yep. So there's the missing cotter pin that's supposed to go right there. Should we take the impeller out?
It's turning now. Do you need to?
Yeah, because that housing back there is packed with water. It means the seal behind this impeller shot. But, yeah, I can't turn it from this side because of the gear reduction. Let me see. Go ahead. Oh, you're not even grabbing the knuckle. You're grabbing the shaft. Grabbing the base of that shaft too, aren't you? He knows. He's of age. All right, so let's get a little bit of doobie up in here. We're gonna see about trying to pull this impeller off. I kind of need my flashlight because I believe those are threaded holes. If they are, then we need to get a puller set up in here and try to pull that off straight. I don't want to damage the impeller, so we'll be back. I gotta crawl out of this fucking coffin and take a piss, so we'll be back. Okay, so we got the impeller nut off. That's pretty uneventful. I tried to just grab it and pull it, but nah, she's on there. And as you can see, those are, maybe you can't see, those are threaded holes. The manual says use a puller. My 2, 3, 4, and 5 spread pullers do not fit this. What I do have, this is one part of a set of a puller set for Toyota axles. The other one I've got in the shop, I've got my kid kind of tracing a pattern for me, is big enough to get the spread on it. But what I got is some all thread that I've got tapered so I could get in there. I only got 5 of them. The other 2 were trashed. But I've got to make a template, and then give me that big dog, that big ring that I had to, the big ring that's in your hand right there. So this will physically fit in there, but I've got to make a pattern on cardboard to then trace where I need the holes cut in that. And then I've got another one of these type of units that I'm gonna butt up behind it and try to get the pull on it. So that's where we're at. So what we've got here is this an absolute botchery of one puller onto another to try to make this work. And I mean, all this shit's probably in your way to see.
Absolutely.
So whatever, you don't need to see, just the camera does. So this is gonna go on whether it wants to or not, because the holes are drilled. Ah! Is it on there? Just about. There.
Nope.
You son of a... What is it actually hitting? Anything? Does it just need to tap on? Okay, just enough room for a nut on some of these. No washer. Can't really see to the inside. Hopefully this works. And what I didn't think about is, I think this is either 5/8 or 15 or 16. I don't know, something I don't have with me. Okay, we got, oh man, that pissy one. Probably just for me smacking that thing on there.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully it doesn't turn the stud. There we go. Is this all premium footage? Or are you looking at a hose?
I'm looking at
All
two hoses.
Just looking at all these hoses. Okay, so let's see where this one's going to be. You know, I think we could probably just get away with a couple washers on this one. Oh, probably not even all those, maybe just one. Let's see, where's that hole at? Right there. There's at least that much thread on the end of this bolt. As long as it lines up, it should grab. And was it not lined up? There. Like I said, these things are kind of pissy because it's on a tapered deal there. Okay, that one doesn't want to go. Let's try this one because it wanted to go a minute ago. Okay, I think that one on. Yeah. That one down. Something like that. And then we've got this extra long one that we're gonna put a couple washers on. And yeah, we're probably gonna put another washer or another nut on that. Hopefully it threads all the way. Okay, I mean, as far as setup, this is about as good as you can get. Like, we've got nice even spread on everything. Oh, you lucked out, it's a 14. Now watch, this thing's just gonna come off like butter. Yep, coming off like butter. Nice! We ain't even holding the shaft back there. And this inside little unit that's supposed to spin is not. Oh, you see that greenness? What in the fuck is that?
I can't see shit.
It's green. You know what I bet it is?
You squished an alien?
No, I think it's the Freol reacting with the brass. Because, I mean, like I said, Freol works, so there's something in it that probably shouldn't be in there in California. One thing I'm noticing is this side, this thing's tilted a little bit. It's fine, it's pulling it, but that's why it's a tut-tut, a tut-tut, a tut-tut. It's coming off just fine. That's a swimmer. Got a bunch of these all loose now. Keep expecting it to turn. I didn't even put any looby-dooby on this. That would have helped a lot. Okay, it's just wobbling on there now. There we go. Ooh, she's not light. Okay. There's the impeller. And, let me see this. There's the seal spring. Believe it or not, there's packing in right here. We're gonna have to get off. So, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Is that good? Oh, this is why I wasn't able to push up through the bottom. I mean, just gobs of it down in here. So we'll have to get this thing wire wheeled up pretty good. Get as clean as we can. A little capillary action here. Pull that shit out. So, yeah, we're gonna get in here and probably wire wheel a bunch of this nice and clean as best we can. You know, relative, it's a pump. This isn't a showpiece in here. Nobody sees it. It's just, want to make sure that we don't have a ton of shit. It's just gonna fall off the walls and then fall into it. Get it as clean as we can. And then get this new packing seal and put it back in. But what we're gonna have to do is, once this is all wire wheeled up, put the front cover back on, and then put this front support on so it's holding at least this side. And then for this side, to take this unit here off, there's a little wedge shape right here, as you can see. I'm gonna cut a block to fit in there so it can't lean this way or shift. Block that up, and then take that back housing off. Get the bearings and seals for that as well. So that's her. To get that packing off, I've got to take this Woodruff key out. Shouldn't be too tough. That seal, it might come out, and it might, depending on what kind of seal. No, because the inside's rubber, it's not going to be savable. But that's it. We're going to get it out and maybe bring you back. Okay, so we have discovered the main issue. I was able to get the seal off, as you can see. And what I've noticed was this inner seal surface here. We see the rust spots. Well, here on the outside, it was caked up. I mean, something fierce. And it was caked up past this lip here. So the only thing that holds this ceramic seal in place doing its job, and there's a little, you know, seal surface there, and on the back side of here there is, you know, porcelain seal, whatever. And it's, where is it? The spring sits on the back of the impeller and just kind of keeps spring pressure on that ceramic against that steel, and that's what seals it. But what happened was, you could see it here on the edge of this thing, the rust that's kind of this, it didn't form to this. It's not rusted to it, it's where it's at now. And same thing with this. This is brass, so it didn't physically rust to this. It just got between here and that housing where it's rusted, grew enough to push back on that spring and allow water to get in between that seal. Well, once water and a little bit of shit gets between there, it expands and just exacerbates the problem. I don't see any scarring on the seal surface, just buildup. This seal, I imagine, would probably work again if we cleaned it up. But now, as you can see, we got the mounting bracket back on. I've got one bolt and a hole up here. I might ratchet strap it to the top. But now that this shaft is, you know, where it's at, we're gonna try to get that U-joint back there broke apart, pull the slip yoke up, run the nut off that, pull the yoke off, or we'll just try to pull the entire bearing housing assembly off with the yoke still in it, take it in the shop, and then get it apart. The rest of this in here, I'm gonna take a needle scaler to it, get a bunch of the shit out of here. I'm probably gonna make a rubber gasket to go over this surface so that as we're needling this, we aren't gonna hurt that. Also don't want to hurt this surface, this wear ring surface, or this inner surface here where the O-ring goes. Other than that, the rest of it's fair game. Just start hammering on it until all that build up scale rust and set-in stuff is off of there. As you can see, the back of this is, you know, I just hit it, just keep tapping on it with a screwdriver and it's just falling apart. You know, some of it way farther back than the other. I don't know if that's just a rough cast right there, and that's why it's, you know, some big hard valleys or ridges, and then the rest of it's just soft valleys. But we're gonna get in there and get it all cleaned up best we can. Probably get a new seal. I don't know if the manual doesn't show it. I know this is the water seal, this packing for that. I don't know if there's a seal on the bearing side also, or if it depends on this seal to do both jobs. I wouldn't think so, but I guess it's possible. But the impeller, you know, fully out, it looked really good. Again, this ceramic, once it's cleaned up with a toothbrush or something, I think this thing is physically reusable. I didn't have to pry it off the shaft too hard. It came off relatively easy. So, but that's a problem. Water sat in there, rusted, expanded, pushed the seal back up off the surface, and you know, once water was in there, just made the problem worse. Kept growing, kept pushing it back. Filled that housing, that oil bath housing, with water, and that's why I'm saying maybe it's just this one seal that does both jobs. Otherwise, you know, both seals would have to be gone for water to creep through this water seal and then into the oil seal. So kind of need to get it out of there just to investigate, because the manual and parts breakdown doesn't really show it. But we'll get it out of here. Okay, so I got this seal here, and it's 1, 2, 3, 5 parts. But I got it cleaned up, and honestly, if this was my rig, mine to either, you know, have to spend money and buy parts on or do whatever, I think, I honestly think I would try to put this back in and reuse it and see if it would reseal itself. I don't know if this seal is graphite or ceramic. This is rubber. But it's pretty damn simple the way everything goes together. Let's see, this ring, and then that ring. So this is supposed to actually go in between there, and I believe it came this way, just like this. And yes. So it just kind of goes in there. I still got a little bit of trash in here. This guy comes down over this and captures this inside. It's got these little bent over tabs that keep this from popping off. I guess this while it's sitting here. Let me get a screwdriver real quick. Keep at it. You'll get it. Okay, so then this guy is gonna pushes up in there. It was a little tricky to get it out. There we go. Okay, once that's there, kind of close these up a little bit. That's how it was. So you got this rubber that holds tight to the shaft. And then I believe it's just these surfaces here. You got this guy, locks in that way. And this whole thing just spins on the back. I don't know, is it this? Yes. Yeah, it's this. Which way was it? I think yeah, it goes on this way. So, yes, this was behind. I'm trying to think of how this is orientated. It sat, if this was the impeller here, it sat here. So we'll grab the spring. So the back of this spring here, the back of the impeller just pushes this on, keeps tension against this guy here, which as you can see, it's kind of got some little dogs, some little collars in there. I don't know how many different ways it'll fit, but so this surface here is either going to be ceramic or some sort of graphite. But this is your seal surface, and this up against this rubber creates the seal, and then the inside of this tied against the shaft is what keeps everything happy. So this seal, if this was my rig, I would 100% try to rerun this. You know, it's a lot of labor to get in here, and you know, boss has got to pay for that. So he, depending on the price of the seal, he may say, hey, I don't care if we could try, because we've been down that road before. You know, the last pump truck I was messing with. I got Wade in here taking these E-joints out. What he doesn't know is that he's got enough off right now to actually disconnect that whole thing. I think. I don't know if we have to get all 4 out or not. We might be able to wiggle it out of there. Maybe not, we'll see. But we'll be back. Oh, success. Got it out, and here's part of what's left of this seal here. That rubber there, and then it looks like there's just a little O-ring seal that goes there, and there's the state of them bearings. So yeah, we're gonna have to get these pressed off. I mean, Jesus, look at the gap there, and have to get this housing cleaned up real good. Probably just wire wheel it, get it nice, get that seal, what's left of that seal out of there, and get some bearings. We'll see about that, what the boss wants to do with that mechanical packing seal. I think if we got these seals changed, change the bearings, put it back in, it might work. What I would have really liked to have seen is a weep hole in here. There might be one that's just plugged off, but I mean, there should be some sort of tell, you know, in here that if the bearing seal's leaking, it would say go in here like a water pump. There'd be a little hole at the bottom and maybe a hole under here, a little weep hole. So if you see oil coming out, you know the oil seal's gone. If you see water coming out, you know the water seal's pissed. If you see both, that's not good. They're both bad, but I think that's what should be in here. We've been contacting Waterous about getting a seal kit for this, so we'll talk to them and see if it's supposed to have one, or see if it's possible to maybe drill through the housing there and maybe put in that weep hole, or just due diligence. You know, put it back together, make sure everything's good, and then you know, check the oil like you're supposed to. Yeah, but that's her. We got it apart, and if I got it apart, I can get it back together. This thing will pump water. A lot of other, you know, seals, like these round ring seals. There's a few of them up in this area that are gonna need to be changed. Stuff I haven't taken apart, they're just so wobbly on the damn thing. I know they're not gonna hold any pressure. That, and then pipe stuff in here. I think on the back side of this, it does have a electronic solenoid, so you could shut it off to where this leak, it's not gonna matter. But I think what we should probably do is undo this panel here, or maybe the side one, take the shelf off, get back in here to just get a little bit better access to get all this put back together and seal everything up. But good day, good day.